All right. Thank you so much and good afternoon. Welcome to the Blooming Edge webinar. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Dayo Jegede, and today I will be myself and my wife, Yemi Jegede, will be talking to Okwe Oluwasegun about Bitcoin. Before we continue, I know most of you will be like, what's this? It's not becoming a millionaire that is important. Everybody wants to be a millionaire, obviously. But it's the first thing you must become in order to be a millionaire. And most of us will be like, let me just get the millionaire, however it is. But, to become a millionaire, there's a lot of things that get into play. You have to dream big. You have to act big. You have to have the mindset. You have to, another big thing about being a millionaire, most millionaires, they always have mentors, and I'm trying to unmute. So, you want to focus on your strengths. Sometimes when we do interviews, they always ask you about what's your weakness and stuff like that. But, if you want to get to that level, you want to focus on your strength. You must not be afraid to take risk, and embrace failure. That's another thing that helps you if you want to have that millionaire mindset. Another thing is investment. Invest early and be consistent about it. Be teachable. Someone who seek knowledge is always willing to be teachable. Another good thing is stay out of debt, even though there's positive and there's a good debt and a bad debt. There's some debt that are good, like when you are in real estate. But you want to stay out of bad debt. We can talk about bad debt. You can cut out expenses, unnecessary expenses from your budget, and don't give into lifestyle inflation. So this is what I meant when I said it's not becoming a millionaire that is important. It's the person you must become in order to be a millionaire that is actually important. So with that, I'm seeing new faces here. It's good to see new people. Adetola, okay, thanks for joining. You hold me a call. Your network is your net worth. If you are just joining us for the first time, put it in the chat. Let's get to meet you. Just your first name and your location. Let's get to know who you are. We would like to give a shout out to call you to make sure that you're part of us. So if this is your first time, just tell us where you're joining from. Tell us your name and where you are. We will appreciate. We would like to know you better. Moving forward. All right. Samuel Oluwasegun, please bear with me when I call him OPP because that's what I'm used to. Ogunsoya, thanks for joining. Dami and Biodun. I've known Samuel for more than, how long now? 1992. That's 20, 30 years now, right? Yeah, that's like 30 years. Wow. Yes. There are a few friends I can call that I've known for 30 years. Ajide Olumide, we went to the same school. Konla Dolu, Fajes, Tosin Aino, and the likes. We went to the same secondary school. That's a long time ago. And Faith brought us together when we moved to Atlanta. We live on the same street right before we left Atlanta again. So I've known Samuel for more than 30 years. And, while we were together living in Atlanta, he started pressuring me about crypto. And I'm like, I don't like this crypto thing. I don't know what this crypto thing is about. And I'll be honest with you, even though I'm telling you now, I'm not 100% sold on crypto, but Okpe has done a fantastic job. Like, he tells me everything he does while I'm updating him on real estate. He updates me on crypto. So it's like we always tell him which one is better, which one should we do. He finally won me over into the crypto world, and he helped me set up my account, things I need to invest in. Me and my wife, we got on board. So it's really, really good to have him here with us, to educate us. And I know most of us, we have questions because especially as the market is down right now, you'll be like, I'm going to fire this guy all the questions I have today. So before I go further, Wale Adetola okay from Dallas, Wale from Midlothian. Thanks, Emeka from ATL. Good to have you here, brother. Like I said, apart from the crypto world, Samuel has over 15 years experience in the IT industry. He's into cybersecurity, governance, risk, and compliance. And I know some of his friends that are into that same field. You've heard me talk about Adetola, okay. Yeah, Emeka is also in the same field as Okpe as Samuel. Please pardon when I call him Okpe OPP. That's the name we gave him back in 92. So this Samuel is like new to me. So anyways, while I'm leading the webinar, my wife is going to be collating any questions you have. She will take over the Q&A as we move forward. So if you have any questions, please send it straight to my wife, to the chat, and my wife will help us with that. Samuel will be sharing his screen. He's going to walk us through how to build a portfolio. Then we can go ahead to the Q&A and the other, fun part of it. So moving forward, I've already done all this introduction. And without further ado, I'll give it to Sam. I'll let him go forward and I'll stop sharing my screen. Okay, over to you.
Thank you, Dayo and Yemi, for putting this together. It's a great privilege to be able to share my own experience with crypto, which is blockchain. And the first thing I always tell people about crypto is volatile, it's risky. We have to tell people how the environment of cryptos, how the environment is. It's volatile and it's risky, but there's a playbook to go by to be able to build a portfolio. And everybody has his own risk, and you have to go by your own risk appetite. So I'm going to screen dial. Let me know if you can see my screen, please. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I'm not a financial advisor, like that's not my profession. So I'm just sharing my own experience with crypto, both my losses and my profits, putting all that together, trying to help as much as possible how people can build their portfolio and do it without having a sleepless night. So with that being said, this is just a disclaimer out there. I'm not a financial advisor. Whatever step you want to take on signing finances, you still have to do your due diligence or talk to your if you have a financial advisor, talk to them. And so let's go to this. When I was thinking about presenting how to build your portfolio, what comes to my mind is we don't have to go the route of describing cryptocurrency itself. And what I mean by describing cryptocurrency itself, it's defining, giving all the theoretical facts about it, because there are lots of pros and cons about crypto on the internet, which we can all find today. So, but today I'll be sharing my own experience, what I've experienced, both the good and the ugly, and try to help you, to give you my own perspective when it comes to cryptocurrency. So with cryptocurrency, I don't know, I wish we can have like a quick chat of, if you're new to crypto. I think we have 22 participants here. So if this is your first time in crypto, if you're new to cryptocurrency, can you just type 1 in the chat box? Just type 1. If you're new, you don't have a crypto account, you've not done anything about crypto, just type 1 in the chat. That will help me to be able to see the number of people that we have that's that want to start building their portfolio, or they're still laid back about building their portfolio. And that will help me too to be able to share more of my experience when it comes to cryptocurrency. So please, can you just type 1? If you're new to crypto, you don't have any crypto accounts, or you've heard about it, you've read about it, but you're just not interested, can you just type 1 in the chat box? Thank you. Okay, I think we have wow, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think we have like 6.
1, 6. Okay, so I guess and we We are 24. So we have 6 out of 24, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, for the 6. So with cryptocurrency, the first thing I always share with people when it comes to crypto, it's crypto itself is not a magic. It's not something that that is scary like people put it out there, especially on YouTube, on Twitter. It's a blockchain. It's a technology on its own, and most people argue, but what's the product? What's the product? The technology that makes people, go into it and makes money. And my answer to them is this is a new system in place. It's just like when Facebook just came into existence. People, a lot of people with billions of dollars didn't invest in Facebook. People like Warren Buffett, they discard Facebook as just a company out there, But fast forward to today, see what Facebook has built. So when Facebook was new, what we have with Facebook now is not what we had when the first 2-3 years of Facebook. So I try to explain to people it's the same thing with blockchain. So when I say blockchain, it's still the same thing with cryptocurrency. So the first cryptocurrency, which is Bitcoin, was the idea came into place because of the 2008 market collapse of 2008. That was why the idea came into place. And from there, it has been, I would say it has been phenomenal. So I get to know about Bitcoin through a friend called Kanet. So Kanet is from Kazakhstan. And Kenneth, we in the same class while I was following my studies in Malaysia. And I always see him talking about Bitcoin, buying Bitcoin. And I had a chat with him and he was like, Sam, I'm buying this as an asset. In 4 or 5 years, I'm going to make a lot of money from this. And to me, it doesn't make sense. Why it doesn't make sense, we call it an asset. Then I didn't see Bitcoin as an asset because an asset, according to the definition, Bitcoin doesn't fit into that word assets to me. Fast forward, so that was 2011, and by 2015, and he mentioned something in 2011, which he said then he was buying Bitcoin around $50, $40, $5. That was the rate Bitcoin was at that time. And he said something, he said by in 5 years time, that's what it said. In 5 years time, this thing will worth 1,000. After 2014, Bitcoin went over 1,000. When I saw the news, I sent him a message on Facebook. The message I said, "You're a millionaire now," and he laughed. And he replied me, "Did you buy?" I said, "No." That was when I start my journey on Bitcoin, even though I've known about it since 2011. So fast forward to now, I just want to give you a little bit background about how I come about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency itself. So this is what I tell people. When it comes to cryptocurrency, we have two different platforms where you can buy your cryptocurrency. So we have the DEX platform. So the DEX platform is the decentralized exchange, and we have the centralized exchange. So the centralized exchange is more common than the DEX platform. The DEX platform is a little bit complex. So I would rather go with the centralized exchange today. So the major centralized exchange, which I know some of us might have come across, is you might have been hearing about KuCoin. KuCoin is a centralized exchange. You might have been hearing about Coinbase. Coinbase itself is a centralized exchange. So these are major exchange, at least KuCoin, Coinbase, Binance. These are the major exchanges where you can buy your cryptos, your coins. And I would say if you're in US, Coinbase is a very good exchange for you to use because it's back with FDIC, and and it's more regulated in US. Coinbase, and it's also if you're in Europe, UK, is regulated there too. I don't know if Nigeria, if KuCoin in if Coinbase is working in Nigeria. I don't know if, but I know KuCoin and Binance. You can open an account with KuCoin and Binance if you're in Nigeria or any part of Africa. And we have other centralized exchange that you can use, like Ubi Global. We have Kraken, and we have so many other ones, but these are the ones which I'm comfortable with. Binance, KuCoin, Coinbase, Ubi Global too, if you're in Europe. So these are the centralized exchange where you can acquire your coins. And the main thing, if you're getting into crypto for the first time, that you need to understand is we have different sectors when it comes to crypto. So most cryptocurrency, which are blockchain, they are some are used for some are built on infrastructure, and some are we call it DeFi. So DeFi is decentralized finance. So if you're familiar with XRP, that's the major one with when it comes to decentralized finance. But XRP, as of today, they have issue in US with SEC, Security Exchange. So major exchanges like Coinbase, you won't see them listed, even though it's listed on Coinbase, but you can't trade it because of the issue they have with SEC, with regulation matter. So we have different sectors when it comes to blockchain cryptocurrency. We have some for gaming, we have some from payments, and we have some for Mimi, which I know a lot of people knows about. We call it Mimi coins because this one doesn't have a solid fundamental. And what drives these Mimi coins are just speculation and just speculation. That's what drives Mimi coins. If you heard about Shiba, Dogecoin, Elon, I'm not saying you can't make money from it. Yes, you can make money from it, but it's just Mimi coin. It doesn't have a solid fundamental like metaverse, payments, gaming. If you have an Axie Infinity, those are gaming platform. And these are just the sectors which we have when it comes to cryptocurrency. Now, how do we make money from this? How do we build portfolio to make money from this? Making money is very important, but the first thing I always tell people is you have to understand how the market works. In there's risk in every market. In real estate, in stock, there's risk. But once you understand the playbook, you'll be able at least to be on the safer side. And for me, with my experience, I've understand. First thing you need to understand when it comes to crypto, you understand we call it tokenomics. Whatever coin you're about to buy, understand the tokenomics, and I'm going to break that down. How to understand how the blockchain tokenomics works and how to read it, and you understand who are the people, who are the either people or what organization owns this project. There are a lot of projects in cryptocurrency that they're just out there for money grabbing, but some are with solid solid infrastructure and solid use case. So you have to, once you answer those questions to your own satisfaction, and you're able to see, not answer, you'll be able to see the blueprint of what they are doing and how they are planning to achieve it. Then you can go into them and invest your money. And like I said, it has its own risk tolerance. So based on your risk tolerance, you make your own investment. So I'm just showing this just to show different sectors which we have under cryptocurrency. So it's not that crypto is just an idea of someone. There's a real use case behind it. And most people ask, okay, what's the real use case? Okay, I tell people, Ethereum is like, I know Bitcoin and Ethereum is most popular among the blockchain. So Ethereum, it's a good example, which on Ethereum, I tell people Ethereum is just like a software that a lot of people are building on. And when I say a lot of people are building on, we call this infrastructure layer one in crypto. So they are like layer one software, which other people are building on. And if you ask me which are other people that are building on, all this meme coin, DeFi, payment, metaverse, most of them, they are on Ethereum. And all this gaming, some of them are on Solana, which are layer one platform. And most people get that idea. Once people get that idea that there's a use case for this thing, it's not just something they put out there to grab your money. I think that helps people to say, okay, I think I want to invest in this. Use case for this, and where you can get those information. I'm going to share where you can get those information. So I love to bookmark every site I use. So I'll be using a lot of my bookmark site. So the first one I'm going to share with you is sorry, I have a lot to bookmark here. Okay, yeah. It's called CryptoRank. So with CryptoRank, this site helps you to understand what the coin or the blockchain, what they are doing, what the tokenomics are. And also you can find it on their website as well. But I always come here. So for example, KDA is a cryptocurrency. So it's a coin. And the first time I heard about KDA, when my friend told me about KDA was about 50 cents. And the first thing I do was to come here, and that's tokenomics. I checked the token sales. So we call it tokenomics in the crypto terminology. I checked the token. So when you check it, when I token sale, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for the ICO price or the private price. So there's different price when it comes to tokenomics. So the ICO is the centralized exchange offering. So initial centralized coin of. Once I check, sorry, can you hear me? Okay, good. Yeah. So once I check this price, I saw, okay, 50 cents. That's the ICO price. Okay. And they did another one at $1. But the private sale is 50 cents, 75. So when my friend informed me it was at 50 cents, but before I tried to buy KDA was at about, I think, $2. So I was like, okay, let me wait. And the following, I think 3 days, it went to $4. Wow. So what I did, so what I normally do, I just put, if I'm planning to put $500 in a coin, I go $250 first, $250. I put in $250. And within, I love to show the chart. Sorry, let me bring the chart here. And within, I think I closed my KuCoin chart. Within 2-3 days, KDA went all the way to $28. So I was able to get it at $4 and it went into $28. And guess what? From $28, once it gets up, people that bought it at ICO price and at 50 cents, they started taking out their. So that's why you see most coins goes up and down. So it started coming back down. And I was able to take out my profit too. And now it's at $2.48. And it's still going back up to that $28. But because we are still in bear market, and a lot of people have taken out their profit. Yeah, that's why it's in. So the first thing you want to do, always check your tokenomics, check the price, and see if what you're buying, the ICO price and the private price is still, at least it's beyond, it's still in your risk appetite area. So like I said, everybody, I have a friend that bought it at $10. I won't buy it at $10, but it still makes some money. But at 10 to sell around 20 something dollars, but I won't go in at $10. That's beyond my own risk. So tokenomics is very important. Then once you check your tokenomics and that you're fine with that, then you check who are the people behind this project. And what I normally do, I look for the names of people backing all the projects. So for like KDA, go to their website and get all this information. Or you like what you're seeing here. Let me see. Oh, there's no link. Yeah, like what you're seeing here is a blockchain infrastructure. So KDA is the same thing like Ethereum. And you see anything like blockchain infrastructure, so it's the same level like Ethereum, and it's doing the same thing that Ethereum is doing, but it's still new. If you check Ethereum price as of today is in $2,000, but because KDA is still new and you have a lot of project that has been building on KDA, that's why the price is still low. So let's say in the next bull run market, KDA might be in $30, $40. So when you see blockchain infrastructure, you understand the category of the coin that you're buying. You understand the category that you have those coins. Let's go back to, so that's how I make decision when I'm buying my coin. And the other thing that I make sure I do is to go check their website. I understand who are the other people backing this project. And I'm going to use a coin for an example, which I know I have a little bit understanding about the coin. So this is KuCoin. I'm using KuCoin centralized exchange now. If I want to search for a coin, which I want to use as an example now, I go to the search button and I'm looking for Rose. So Rose, with this icon here, you can get information on what is Rose, what to do, who are the people behind Rose. Once you click, if you're doing it on your phone, you can, there's an app for the phone, and you can also do it on your laptop, whichever one is convenient from you. So like on the website, I go to their website, and you have a bunch of information, to look at when it comes to what they do, the technology behind what they are doing, who are the partners. Like these are some of their partners, and I can see Oasis Lab is a very reliable partner. If I see Polychain Lab, that's another good one. And once I check this out, I try to look for their white paper. So on their white paper, you'll be able to get a lot of information on the token distribution, Telegram, Discord, Twitter, which you can get more information. So I try to go to their website to get all this information, just to make sure I'm putting my money in a good. So these are their white papers. So on their white paper, that's where you get more information on what they are doing and what they are trying to achieve. And the most important thing to me, after looking at, I know a lot of people might not be interested with the technology design of what Rose is trying to do, but if you're just there to build your portfolio, make money on it, you just go on to the tokenomics aspect, try to see how the token distribution how the token is being distributed, just to understand, just to give you an idea of how they distribute their token. So this white paper helps you to get all those information for Rose. And Rose, one thing I like about Rose is they partner with Meta, which is Facebook, for their metaverse project, and that's a long time old for me, and that's why I'm like bullish when it comes to Rose as a investment. And there are many other ones there apart from Rose. So not to take much of our time, now let's go to building your portfolio. So after checking all those things, understanding the tokenomics, understanding the fundamental of those coins, the use case, and the people that are behind the project, then you make your decision to be able. I think you should be able to come up and make up a decision on if you'll be buying, investing in the coin. And if you want to invest, so like KDE that I showed you, it was at 50 cents. And when I bought it at $40. Sorry. It's easy. If you're using KuCoin, if you're using Coinbase, if you're using Binance, with KuCoin is a very simple step. You can just set up your buy price. So let's say I want to buy Rose, and Rose is at 6 cents now. I will just come to my stop limit. We have limit, market price. So limit is what the price you want to be. It's just the same thing if you're familiar with all these stock applications. It's just the same thing. The market price, that's you're buying it at this price. But the limits, I always use the limits. So that's you setting your price that you want to buy it. So I set my price. Let's say Rose, as I'm looking at the charts, I can, with the market now, that's why everything is like going down. So we have the bear market, we have the bull market, and the bear market always comes every 3 years after Bitcoin. So Bitcoin halving, Bitcoin is built every 4 years. There's an halving. So halving, it's the number of Bitcoin the miners will get. That number has been cut to half every 4 years. So let's say this past halving, which is 2020, they got 1,000. I'm just using that as an example. 1,000 Bitcoin. The next halving, which is going to be 2024, they are going to get 500. So there's always every 4 years for Bitcoin particularly. We call it halving in crypto. So there's always you hear Bitcoin halving. It happens every 4 years. And I've noticed since I've been following cryptocurrency, 2 or 3 years after that halving, there's always bear market. So we're in one bear market now. And some month to the next halving or after that halving, there's always another. I don't know why it's that way, but maybe because of the demand of Bitcoin, because with Bitcoin, we can only have 21 million. And I think we are 19 million. So the number of Bitcoin that can ever be in existence is 21 million. So we have 19 million now. So I think that's why that's going up. So what I would just do is just set up my buy price and just leave it there. And once the market's buying and selling, if the selling is higher than buying, the price comes down, then my buy price can come in. And if the selling is if the buying price is higher than the selling, then price keeps going up. So you might not be able to catch it there, but if you wait patiently, definitely there's always selling pressure at some point. So that's how I make my own decision when I want to buy any coin when it comes to cryptocurrency. And that has been helpful to be able to build my portfolio. I didn't know all this when I first, started building my portfolio at 2014, 2015, 2016, until around 2018 that I was able to study the market and understand, okay, these are the things I need to know to put in place to be able to make my portfolio grow. And another thing people talk, whenever I talk about cryptocurrency with people, things that they mention are the scam. There are a lot of on it. Yeah. Do we have scams on crypto? Yes. There are some projects that are not, they are just there for money grabbing. They don't have like a long time plan, and they don't have like a really use case. Some people make money from those projects like that, but it's very, very risky. You can lose all your money. I've bought some which I lost my money. So, and that's why I check the tokenomics, who are the people behind the project, and what's the use case of those projects. And that helps us a lot to make decisions when it comes to buying Bitcoin. And there are a lot of good companies building software. I like to call it software because if I call it blockchain or crypto, people still find it hard to understand the use. When you say software, people are easy to grab that idea. This is VAIO. It's a very good example. VAIO, it's a software. Is an artificial intelligence software, which was built by IBM. So IBM is the one developed. When you see a project like this, this is a company you can trust. This is a company that you can invest in. But now you won't see it in the mainstream media. The IBM is building things like this because it's still in the pipeline. But the earlier you invest in projects like this, the better, before it gets to the mainstream. By the time it gets to the mainstream, the price is already up, and those people, the early investors are the one making money from it. So, like I am, once you see the name behind the project, okay, these are serious people. These people are not just here to, grab your money, or this is a real project. And once you go through what they are building, you will know this is a long-time project. They are not just there to, to get your money. So this is one of the example of what I do to make decision buying my coin. And the white paper, like I said, it's always very good for, I know sometimes it might be a lot of information on the white paper, but it helps you to understand what they are building and their long-time projection on how the project or what they are designing is going to be of use to the general public. So like this one will be of use for insurance company, HR. There are a lot of use case for this. It's the price right now. Let me see. I think it's the price has dropped from what it is when. Yeah, it's once, and if you check the price, so this is when it launched on KuCoin. Before KuCoin, it was on decentralized exchange. So on decentralized exchange, why I don't use this decentralized exchange to to introduce people to crypto is it's more complex when it comes to centralized exchange. So I think I bought my first VAI on decentralized exchange, and the popular decentralized exchange is DEX2. And let me just open DEX2 just to show us what I mean by decentralized exchange, even though it's a little bit complex, but we can just see. So this is DEX2. This is decentralized exchange. So with this exchange, you exchange your Ethereum token for any coin. But the only issue I have with decentralized is not regulated. So someone can create a fake token of VAI and put it here, and you think you're buying the original VAI, and you're buying the fake one. But that's another way for you not to fall for that. It's just to use your DEX2, CoinGecko, sorry. So we have a site called CoinGecko. Normally, if I want to use DEX2 just to be safe on DEX2, I come on CoinGecko. I type the name of the coin I'm looking for. And once I see the name of the coin, then it's easy for me to copy the contract address. So this is the contract address for VAI. So once I copy this contract address, I will be able to go to DEX2, to buy my VAI. But decentralized exchange is like how I won't do justice explaining how it works. So let me just stay on centralized exchange, which is easier and it's more user friendly for you to start, as a first time buyer of cryptocurrency. So so once you were able to identify all those, once you're able to answer all those questions, which are the tokenomics, the backers, the project, the use case, and I think for me, I'm good to go make my purchase. And like I said, I always check. So once let's say I want to buy VAI and the price is here, I'm not going to buy because I know it's already up. And I would rather wait for it to, at least come down a little bit or be within the range at which I know if I buy it, I'll be able to make some profit from it. Like Rose, this is a buying opportunity. So that's one thing I tell people about bear market. I say bear market is a buying opportunity, but don't go all in. And what I mean by don't go all in, it's let's say you're planning to spend $1,000 or you're planning to spend $500. What I normally do is during the bear market, I'll go in with 250 first, and which is at this price, and wait, because with bear market, I believe we'll still have like another 2 dip. And we use that time in cryptocurrency. 2 dip means the market might still fall more because all those coins move with Bitcoin. They are tied to Bitcoin. So the more Bitcoin falls, the more they fall down. So Bitcoin is at $29 now. So imagine Bitcoin was at March 2020, Bitcoin was 3,000, and it went all the way from 3,000 last year to almost 65,000. It falls back, and why it falls back most times is a lot of people are taking out profit. So imagine people that are bought in here, when it gets to, they will take out profit. So I do tell people, once you invest in crypto, don't be emotional with, no matter how good that project is. I have a lot of projects that are very good projects, but I'm not emotionally attached to them. I'm here to build my portfolio to make money. So no matter how good those projects are, don't be emotionally attached to them. So once you have good profit, take out your profit. Because if you don't, guess what? There are a lot of people that are into that same coin with more money. There are people with hundreds of thousands of dollars. There are people with $50,000, $100,000 investment in Bitcoin and other coins. And guess what? Once their investment is at this height, they are taking out their profit. So imagine someone that invested in Bitcoin at 3,000 and it's here at $62,000. And maybe 50,000, invested 50,000 as 3,000. Definitely at here, he has made a lot of money. You will definitely take out profit. So, and we have a lot of them in this market, and they will take out this profit. And so you too, you need to take out your profit. So when I say take out your profit, it's just an easy sell, which once you want whatever you're comfortable with profit, sell and try to take out your profit. There is always a new project that you can put that money into, another money. And that's how you keep building your portfolio and making more money from your cryptocurrency. So I love to answer a lot of questions. So I think what I don't want to mix. So the other thing I want to share is if you have a KuCoin account, a Binance account, or a Coinbase account, fine. But if you don't have one, try to create an account and just, you can invest as I know we all have our risk appetite. So whatever you know you can invest that won't give you sleepless night, just try, play with it, invest in. Just pick a coin, of coin there with good fundamentals. Just invest in any one of them and see, especially when this time that we are in bear market, this is a very, very good time to buy, because most of those coins that you're seeing at this price, especially Rose. My first Rose, I bought it at 40 cents. The first Rose I bought it at 40 cents. So imagine it's at 6 cents now. So whoever is buying now, it's it's getting it at a lot cheaper price. So, and whenever I buy high, what I normally do, I DCA, which is dollar cost average. I try to buy more at this when it's lower, just to reduce my entry price. So that's the major thing which I think anyone coming into crypto for the first time should be aware of the coin, the type of coin you're buying. I know a lot of people love the meme coin. I'm not saying meme coins are not good. You can make money from meme coin. When I say meme coin are the Shiba, Doge, Eloy. You can make money from them. But the long term, looking at the long term projection for meme coin, it's not it can go to zero at any time compared to the one with good fundamental. I'm not saying the good fundamental one can't go down, but definitely the more they keep building and they have partners, like when Rose announced their partnership with Meta, Facebook, that caused a lot of, buy order to come in for Rose. So, and metaverse is a big thing. In the next 5, 6, 7 years, metaverse will be a big thing, because all these major organizations like Meta, Microsoft, Google, they're all going into metaverse projects, and most of them are using blockchain to build those things. But you won't see it on their website. That's one thing. You won't see it on their website because this is something they're just building. And it's the more you find out, you dig deep, that you'll be able to see, okay, these are the partners of this project, and that gives you, a lot of interest to be able to invest in a project like that. Dio, do we have any turn before I move on that I can quickly?
Thank you so much. That was very insightful. We have a lot of questions already.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like us to actually start taking questions because of time.
Yes.
Okay, let me start. I'll try to combine some questions so that we can go faster.
Okay.
So the first question, what is a bear market and bull market? So bear market versus bull market, can you explain better?
So bear market is the same. Bear market will be in a stock. We have it in stock. So we have it in real estate too. There's buyer market, there's seller market. So in crypto, bear market is when people start panicking, selling. A lot of people start selling. That may be because of okay, the bear market we are in now. The major attribute to this bear market is the inflation, the Ukraine-Russia war have impact, but that was an unmatched. But now the major one is the inflation and just the financial market now. So bear market is when a lot of people selling their coins and getting their cash out. So you have a bear market then. So all these coins, you see the prices coming down. You see the price, all the prices dropping. So that's when you see prices dropping. But I mean, this brown icon that you're seeing here, these are the people selling. And at the same time, people are buying. So that doesn't mean people are not buying. So bear market is just people panicking, selling their coin because they don't know what's going to happen to the financial market and holding on to their cash. Oh, okay. So that's bear market. So bull run now is when, and like I said, with crypto, I've noticed for 2014, since 2014 that I've been following Bitcoin. Every 3 years after Bitcoin halving, every 3 years there's always bear market, and 2 months or maybe 6 months to the next halving or after Bitcoin halving, then the momentum for bull market started piling up, and there's always a bull market. So there will always be a bear market and there will always be a bull market. But with my experience, bear market is a very good time to position yourself to acquire those coins.
Is it because bear market is when people are selling?
People are selling now. Let's say for you that you've not, you don't have any coin in any centralized exchange. So imagine Rose. I'm going to use Rose as an example. Imagine Rose from Rose was at 3 cents, and it went all the way to 59 cents. And so people that have bought Rose here, even on decentralized exchange, most of them bring their coin to centralized exchange and start selling because it's already hot. And now the price will drop. So imagine people that have bought Rose in bear market now that want to buy Rose. If you're buying at 7 cents, it's the same thing as the entry price. Almost the same thing with the entry price. So that's why I go in bear market to accumulate. But some people run away from bear market. Is my answer? Do you want me to explain more, or you're satisfied with my answer?
I think we should move on.
Okay.
Because there are still other questions.
Okay.
Yeah. So the next question: how do you prevent being part of a rug pull system? Because some celebrities are being sued for crypto schemes, like Floyd Mayweather, who is being sued currently. So how do you prevent being part of a rug pull scheme?
That's a very good question. So rug pull is, so for who doesn't understand rug pull? Rug pull is when all this celebrity and influencer on Twitter, YouTube started, talking about any coin, and I fought for it already too before. you want to get in and buy those coins. And guess what? Some of those coins, they don't even have solid fundamental, or they don't have any use case. But the price goes up when those guys are, talking about those coins. And for me, then I was like, okay, since the celebrity is talking about this coin, I see that as a credible reason to go buy those coins. But guess what? After some time, once those guys have made their money, then they just, wipe out the whole asset. So let's say you're buying, I'm just using KDA, for example. You're buying KDA, and most of those coins tied to Bitcoin. Those guys will just withdraw their Bitcoin and get off the market. And once they do that, your asset is worth nothing and the price drop. So that's rug pull. So to avoid that, that's why I said in the beginning of the session, make sure you check the people that are behind this project and the use case. That will help you and guide you, not to fall for any rug pull. And rug pull are common on the centralized exchange. You won't find, it's rare to find a rug pull coin on Coinbase, because Coinbase scrutinize every coin they are bringing to their platform. So it's rare, you won't find rug pull on Coinbase, unless even if they have issue with maybe SEC, like, okay, so when XRP have issue with SEC, Coinbase announced like 2-3 days, to let people know, okay, you have your asset or sell your asset, because they are going to delist SRP from their platform. So that's why I like platform like Coinbase, Binance USA, rug pull. It's common on decentralized exchange.
So I guess that's where that Coinomics, what did you call that thing again? Like doing your due diligence, kind of checking the
doing your due diligence.
Yeah, and those organizations that are affiliated with them, kind of.
Yes. Once you're able to, let me give you one example. When you check the website, this is QADA. When you check their website and you go to you see who are the backers of KDA. You see, okay, these people are not just any, this can't be a rug pull, because these are solid people. Binance won't engage in things like that. And there are other teams on with Cardano ecosystem that, once you see them, you know, okay, this can be a rug pull. These are real solid people that are behind this project. So that's why it's always good, check the white paper. White paper will give you more information on the coin itself.
Okay. Yes.
So like KDA now, you see JP Morgan. So JP Morgan will involve themselves in something that is rug pull. Even with part of the US government, you have Apple, you have Microsoft, you have HP, so you have Disney. So when you see something like this gives you, at least confirmation that, okay, this is a solid team. They know what they're doing. And most of them, they make, especially their founder, you'll be able to see their information on LinkedIn, everything. But once you go to some pages, you will merely go into their pages, you know, this is a rug pull. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for that. Let's move on. So the next question is, how do you buy these coins before they get listed in the centralized coin exchange, like Coinbase? I think you must have answered that question before.
So it's how do you buy? So Coinbase is they're always late when it comes to listing their coins. So Rose has been on KuCoin since last year, and Coinbase just listed Rose, I think, last month. So for people that have bought Rose earlier, if not for the bear market now, bear market creates another opportunity for people to buy it cheap. The price would have been up. Best place to buy before it gets to centralized exchange is the decentralized exchange, which is places like you go to Desk2, PancakeSwap, SushiSwap. Those are the decentralized exchange. On those exchange, you'll be able to buy all those coins before they are listed on centralized exchange. But mind you, sometimes you might be buying it higher on the centralized exchange. And by the time it gets to centralized exchange, the price has dropped. And these are the factors behind that. So sometimes those coins, so that's why, if you remember the beginning of this session, I showed you sometimes most of this coin, they have private sale even before it's on the centralized exchange. So this private sale, people, some of them been released 100% to them, but some, if it is a good organization, some of them we told those coins, they don't release those coins for private sale people, because they know once the price is up like 10%, 50%, those people are going to dump it. So they hold it, but release those coins. So guess what? People that participated in private sale, once that coin gets to the centralized exchange, and let's say a coin that is, okay, for this one, it's 50 cents, and on the centralized exchange, it's like $10, $20. Definitely, if I'm buying at 50 cents, I'm going to sell because it's $20. I'm going to sell my coin. So once those people sell, and you that have already bought in the centralized exchange $20, they are dumping the price. So back to what I always come back and check: what's the private sale price? The price they are listing it on the exchange before you make your move. If not so, that can create a loss for you. So always use crypto rank coin, especially crypto rank. Crypto rank will give you all those information. Once you search the name of the coin in their search button, it brings out the coin. It will give you the overview of the coin, the market you can buy the coin. It will list where you can get all those coins, and the token sales. So for me, the token sales is very, very important. I check that just to make sure I'm buying at a very good price.
So crypto rank is where one can get all this information.
Yes, before. you can get most of this information on crypto rank. Yeah, okay. Crypto rank. Yeah, I can put the link in the chat for
okay,
people
please
to
do.
see.
Yeah,
let me. I think that's what that's. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me put the link in the chat. Crypto rank is very good for you too.
Okay. Thank you. Got that. So the next question is: the Bitcoin on Cash App a good one? You know, Cash App, that app for sending and getting cash. So this person is saying there's a Bitcoin on that app. Is it good?
Yeah, Bitcoin on Cash App it's a real Bitcoin. So Bitcoin on is the same thing. It's still the same Bitcoin, but Bitcoin Cash is different from Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the original Bitcoin. There's nothing. Bitcoin Cash, all those ones are not the real Bitcoin. But the Bitcoin on Cash App, it's the real Bitcoin. I can send Bitcoin from my Coinbase to your Cash App and you will still receive it. It's unique. That's one thing about Bitcoin. If I send you Bitcoin from my account to your Cash App, the Bitcoin you're getting, that's yours. It's unique. Nobody. So there's no gimmicks about it. And that's why most of this manufacturing industry now are using blockchain. Most of them are partnering with most of this blockchain company, and they are using blockchain now to design of their product now because of the uniqueness.
Okay. So that takes me to the next question, which is, what is a blockchain? Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So blockchain, it's okay. Let me use a Bitcoin example. So blockchain itself. So you might be high. You might have heard about Bitcoin mining. Bitcoin mining. So it's like so on the back end for Bitcoin, the miners, what they do to get Bitcoin is they complete it's like a mathematical calculation. So once they complete that calculation, so that there'll be another blockchain will be built. So on the back end of Bitcoin, what you're seeing, it's different blockchain, that are connected together. So that is what Bitcoin, that's the uniqueness of. So those blockchain, they are very unique that you can't break them. You can't create two blockchain.
So each blockchain is unique.
Is unique, yeah.
It's like a setup on the back end.
On the back end, it's unique. You can't create any. I can't send you fake Bitcoin. If I send you fake Bitcoin, once you get to your so that's a way you can track all your one thing I like about Bitcoin, it's transparent. That's a way you can track all transaction. So you will even see that, oh, this is not real Bitcoin. So those rug pull, you won't be able to track those ones because they are not real. So that's in a simple way. So blockchain is just for Bitcoin, it's just a complete mathematical calculation. So once the miners were able to correctly complete those mathematical calculation of different network of computers, once they calculate it and it's matched, then another blockchain is created. That's how blockchain are being created. So this the uniqueness. Is the uniqueness that it's very, very I think vital for blockchain technology. It's very unique. You can't create a counterfeit of it. So that's why we have NFT now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Nice. Thank you for that. Next question. What's causing the crash in crypto coins? See, it's just declining and going down and down.
Yeah, like I said, it's bear market. It's not only crypto, stock market too. It's crashing. So financial, the financial system all over the world, what is happening, the inflation, everything. So it's part of it. So it's just people selling, and when a stock crashes, either people are selling and taking out their money, or that's a bad report concerning a stock, and that causes panic and people start selling. And when people start selling, definitely it will crash. And so, for example, the one I know people are talking about now is Luna. Luna crashed. Luna crashed from. So this is a very, very bad crash. Luna crashed. Luna was at $119 and it crashed all the way to 003, even 0606. But it's going up gradually. So like for Luna now, the fundamental design with Luna is part of its crash, because Luna is designed to work with UST, US Tetra. So US Tetra are supposed to be pegged to $1, and now UST crashed. USD crash now caused the crash of Luna. So there are a lot of things that attribute to, coin to crash. But if it is a strong fundamental coin, they will go back up. Like Ethereum, 2020 March, Ethereum crashed to $90.
From what?
From think about from 2000. Jeez. From $2,000 crashed to $90. But guess what? After 2020, it went up all the way to almost $6,000 or $5,000. So crash is normal. It goes ups and down. But one thing I want you to notice, just look at the this is not the full graph of Ethereum, but it's a steady growth. Even with the crashing, it's still a steady growth.
Yeah.
So it goes ups and down.
Yeah, you're right. Now, speaking of Luna, there's actually a question about that. Is it a type of meme coin?
No, Luna is not a meme coin. Luna have, so if you see Luna here, it's under the layer 1 coin. Mm-hmm. But why Luna was crashing is what I describe as Luna is connected to UST. So UST, and UST lose its value because one UST is supposed to be equivalent to $1. And UST lost that value of one USD equivalent to $1. I think it went all the way to maybe $46. So with that was why Luna was crashing. So Luna is not a good fundamental. It's layer 1. It's a layer 1 coin, but it was unfortunate that Luna was crashing.
So I'm trying to understand something here. So Luna right now is crashing, but you said it can still go up, or is that the end of Luna? I don't get it.
No, we can't write Luna off because it can still go up, but some people bought at, so Luna went all the way from 0.60 to 0.60. Now is at 303. So that's like almost 25x up. So guess what? Those people that were able to buy have made some money 25x up. So now this growth now is organic, so which I like. But will I want to buy? No. Why I won't going now to buy? Because we are not at the end of bear market yet.
How will you know when you're at the end of bear market?
It's always okay, with my own personal assumption and opinion, reading the market, I think we still have like a two more deep. And when I say too deep, I mean 2-4. The market is still gonna, so don't forget Bitcoin, all those coins move when Bitcoin moves. So Bitcoin is the one, is the leading, Bitcoin is number one when it comes to cryptocurrency. So Bitcoin ups and down affect other markets. So I still see Bitcoin going to probably maybe 25,000. Okay. So when you see Bitcoin drop to 20,000, guess what will happen to other coin? They will drop. But that doesn't mean, it's just out the market. There's always panic and fear. People, people selling out, not to lose money. But that doesn't mean Bitcoin will not go back to the 2020 March went all the way to 3,000 from almost 20,000 of $20 all-time high before 2020 March, and Bitcoin dropped all the way to 3,000. And guess what? From 2020 March, went back all the way to 69,000. So that's the market. So
it goes up and down.
It goes up and down.
Yeah.
So the good thing is, understanding how the market works and positioning yourself. I always tell people accumulate as much as possible during the bear market and just relax and wait for the next bull run.
Okay. Yes.
But not every coin will go up in bull run. Make sure you're buying at least a good fund.
That's right. You talked about buying deep.
Yeah, buying deep is same thing as buying during the bear market. So buying the deep is, so it's just a time that is a time that.
Sorry. Before you go, let me just ask this question because it has something to do with when to buy deep or not. So let me ask the question. So you said, do we have any exponential moving averages or RSI to indicate any deep or performance so as to know when to buy deep or not?
Okay, for crypto, I think that's a little bit tough to to project that, okay, if we like stock, if you put this chart and chart together, okay, you know where the market is going and position yourself to buy. So with crypto, it's a little bit tricky. What I can say with crypto, it's every project. Even as we have bear market now, there are some coin that they are not even going down as expected. Especially there are some meme coin that are not even for Shiba. I was expecting Shiba to be way down by now, but guess what? People are still holding to Shiba. I was expecting Shiba to go way down, but people are still holding on to their Shiba. So that shows resistance, and a lot of people are not selling. So that's why I said it's a little bit tricky. It's different from from one coin to another.
You're betting on the fact that it will still go up.
Yeah, betting, which Mimicoin, I won't be surprised if Mimicoin runs up tomorrow, because Mimicoin, what drives Mimicoin is speculation, and it's cheap. So imagine we have a lot of people with $100 that are willing to just put in their $100. If they make money, they are good. If they don't, then we have people that are willing to put $29,000 into Bitcoin. So a lot of people will go to Shiba first before they go to Bitcoin. So that's one thing that drives all this meme coin, is the volume and speculation. That's what drives meme coin.
Interesting. Then, so lastly, can you advise on the best platform to use for investment now? I know you mentioned centralized exchange, and I think that was like saying that it's more user-friendly, but is it actually the best? What can you advise?
Yeah, so if you're new to crypto, I would advise you to start with the centralized exchange. So centralized exchange are places like KuCoin, Binance, and you have all these apps on your phone. So it's something you can set up on your phone. I will advise to start from centralized exchange. The centralized exchange is a little bit tricky. If you're new to crypto, I will advise you to go to the centralized exchange first. And it's easier to use centralized exchange.
Yeah. I agree. Okay, we have come to the end of the questions that I got. And I just wanted to open up room to ask question directly. I'll just open a room for one person to ask question directly by raise of hand using the reactions tab on the bottom while we get ready to wrap up. And at this point, I'm also going to hand over to Dayo. Are you there, Dayo?
Yes, I am here.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Samuel.
All right, I think that has been really interesting. Thank you so much, Sam. I've enjoyed all the section. I think the question and answer is always my favorite every time because it gives you the opportunity to dive deep. Thank you so much. I think I've not seen any hands raised. I think all the questions have been answered. I will believe so. So I appreciate your time, bro. Thanks for educating us. If anyone has any question for Sam, you can email him at samuelushegun.1067@gmail.com. His LinkedIn is at samueluashegun. You can reach out to him. Also, the webinar will be posted on our YouTube channel tonight. Please like, share, and subscribe so that it can also help to reach other people. Help us share it with friends. And for those that probably didn't watch all the way to the end, you can catch the recording back on the YouTube channel. So it's going to be posted there before the end of today. And I think that wraps it up. If you're not on our mailing list, you can and you would like to get an invite for the next webinar, you can type in your email in the chat box. Let us get to know you, and when we have the next webinar, we will send you an invite for the next webinar. I think with that, I think that will be all. You can connect with us. We are on Facebook at a Blooming Edge, on Twitter, YouTube, like I said, and we are also on Instagram, and you can check it out on LinkedIn. So, and we use all the social media platform, and we are active on all of them. So reach out to us, connect with us. You can also check out our website. We have the video recordings there too. With that, I'd like to say thank you to everybody. Thanks for staying with us. Thanks for joining. It's been great learning again. Uh, I appreciate everybody. And to our speaker, Samuel Luashegun, OPP.
Thank you
I
for
know
having me.
if you feel like it's not the OPP, Opapa. No, no, no. This one is an OPP a long time ago.
Thank
I'm
you.
sure Olatunde Light he knows what I'm talking about. Arizona is here, okay, and the likes. Thanks for joining. If you are joining from Unity or yeah, I appreciate you all. To everybody, thank you. Thanks for joining today. Have a wonderful weekend, and take care. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.